for this workshop. So Benjamin Acton is president of EGAM, the European Grassroots Anti-Racist Movement, and he also works for Christiane Taubira, who you may know is the French Minister of Justice, and who actually was in Rwanda a few years ago. Maybe he can talk about that. Do you want to say a few words first? And then maybe what we would like to know is which delegations are here, so we can maybe like have a better discussion regarding your background and like which country you come from, and also to get to know you a bit before we actually start the seminar.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you very much for the invitation of Iusy and of the French Young Socialists. Excuse me in advance for my very French English. So yes, Laura said there will be a short introduction about the initiative before we broadcast the short movie we made about that. We have decided to initiate this campaign because there is in France today still very strong denial or silence, public silence about the Tutsi genocide. It's all the more important in France because the French authorities or some individuals who were at the highest positions in France in 1994 during the genocide have collaborated with the perpetrators before, during and after the genocide. And we have understood that the problem in France is not into the society, where it is possible and kind of easy to speak about genocide and to speak about this history. It's in the political world. And in the political world, it's not in the whole political world, but it's in a certain generation. The ones who were at the power in 1994, or the ones who are alive again, but not in the younger generations. So this is why we have decided to launch this initiative, especially led by young politicians, along with NGOs, along with unions, student unions, high school unions, in order to show a message from youth about truth and about what is connected to this story. You will see in the movie and after the discussion that there are a lot of issues which are connected to that. It's not only about France, it's not only about genocide denial, it has to do about democracy, it has to do about the transparency of our institutions, it has to do about racism, it has to do about solidarity, it has to do about how politics can help people live better, or how politics can destroy lives of people. As an anti-racist movement, again, which is a federation of association, which is in a bit more than 30 countries, we do lobby activity in the European institutions. We also do grassroots actions, and for us it has been clear that we have to do something about Rwanda, about genocide denial, because genocide is the most violent political act which racism can lead. So fighting against genocide denial is a way to fight against racism. It's also a way to fight for democracy and for equality, which is also, of course, the goal of an anti-racist movement, being part of this great movement for equality. So thank you very much again for being answered to this call right away about Rwanda and for this invitation today.
Thank you. So can we just go around the room? Maybe, I mean, either everyone introduces themselves, or maybe you can, if it's delegation, if you're hearing a group of people from the same delegation, you can just say which country you're from. Is that okay with everyone? Yeah.
Just say I'm from France. Abdelkirim from Chad.
Hello to everyone. My name is Jacqueline Nyongesa Nyongesa. I'm from the Labour Party of Kenya. I currently chair the position of women at the county level. Issues of Rwanda are really close to my heart because they are my neighbors, and that's why I'm here to represent the region. Thank you.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Julien Centrafrique.
Hi everybody, I'm Giacomo from Italy.
Yeah, there's a small delegation here from Berlin. in Switzerland.
Axel, also Youth Germany.
I'm James Hoyle, I'm chair of the Young Canadians in the United Kingdom.
We're a small delegation of Young Socialisten, Belgium.
Tiffany Fevry from Belgium.
Jane from Belgium.
Ines from Belgium.
We can, if everyone is from the same delegation.
Yeah, people from the Belgium delegation.
I'm Fatia from the Netherlands. I'm from Belgium.
Yeah, we are from the Iusy Germany, a northern delegation.
Socialist Youth of Austria.
We're from Norway, a Norwegian delegation.
Is that everything? Yes? Oh yeah, there's someone over here.
We're from Germany.
Michael, Burkina Faso.
Jose Julio, Dominican Republic.
Germany.
Well, it's really great to see that there are so many different organizations represented here today for a topic that is maybe not enough at the center of public debating in such an important year. So it's great that we as socialists take it as an important topic, and it should be. Just to give you a little bit of background information, because no one, maybe people have different levels of knowledge of what happened in 1994 in Rwanda. But in 1994, there was a genocide in Rwanda that was perpetrated by the Hutu power, the state that was the government that was in place, against the Tutsi population, and which also had Hutu moderate people who were against the genocide. So it happened in a few months, and 800,000 people were killed in a very planned and organized way. This genocide had been prepared for a long time, and takes its roots in a long history, actually, and relates to, or more specifically to the colonization period of Germany and then Belgium in the 20th century. So we can talk about it a bit more in depth later. But you just have to know that there is still a lot of denial of this genocide for many reasons that we can maybe explain a bit later. Just so you know, the initiative that we took this year in France, first in France and then with other also European organizations that were interested in the memory, in the work on the memory and the commemorations, was linked to the fact that France had a very knee-jerk, a very strong reaction when the government, France was accused by Kagame, Paul Kagame, the leader of, the president of Rwanda, of having participated in the genocide, or of having a strong responsibility in it. And we thought it was the moment to have a clear voice of the youth, and to say that France should now acknowledge its responsibility and participate and allow commemorations to happen in France, which is not always the case. I have completely forgotten to introduce myself, so I will do so now. I'm Laura Spinani, I'm the chair of MJS France, so it's nice to meet you all, and we're very sorry that we can't have any people from Rwanda, of course, with us today. We are probably going to manage having someone via the internet later. I really hope so. But of course, the way is a bit of a way here, and for them to pay, it wasn't possible to pay for the tickets, but hopefully we can manage to help also from the Social Democrats in Iusy, maybe soon. I think they would be happy about it. So we're going to show you a film now about basically the trip of a delegation of young leaders of organizations in France, which was made of political youth organizations, but also unions, like student unions and high school unions, and also more NGO type of organizations. And we decided to go there together to learn more about what happened in 1994, the way the Rwandan society is now built back and is building back and trying to overcome its past. And also commemorate, of course, as French people and as European people, the genocide, because the French government didn't decided not to go to the commemorations, and we thought it was our duty to do so. So maybe we can start the film now, if that's possible. It's got English subtitles, so we're very close in French.
Please, just if you are connected to the Wi-Fi, please disconnect here. And there is a problem with the sound, yeah. I don't know what's happening.